Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Outside the Box, No Filter Football, where all we talk about is footy without sugarcoating anything. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the Champions League predictions for the upcoming games tomorrow between Atletico de Madrid versus Arsenal and PSG versus Bayern on Wednesday. And we'll briefly be speaking about the Premier League title race, which is closer than it's ever been. And it's not looking good for a specific team, but let's talk about it. We're going to head out with Arsenal versus Atletico de Madrid first. I am your host, Ray. Jay, let's talk about that first game coming up tomorrow.
Yo. Arsenal Atletico Madrid. What a game we had last week. It was a very dynamic, intense match between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. It was it's gotta be a game where we expected. It was just not too much action compared to
last week? Yeah.
I see it.
It's what we expected. It's what we all expected.
Yeah, we expected it.
You seen the clips? The Haramba?
1-1 and both goals from a penalty. That was the most. That's what else could you expect? You expect more? You expected more? No,
I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
So tomorrow's game will be at the Emirates Stadium in London, right? Who do you think advances?
Yes, it'll be Arsenal.
It's really hard to decide who. It's hard to guess what's going to happen tomorrow. Just because I expect Arsenal to play the same defensively and play the counter, even though they're at home. And I expect Atletico Madrid to be a little more offensive. It's just that I think Arsenal, because they're coming off a big win this past weekend, 3-0, and the fact that City tied, their morale is a little boosted right now. Their players are a little boosted right now, right?
They're gonna be gas. They're gonna be gas.
And so they're at home, and I think Arsenal would advance.
That's who you got?
I think Arsenal advances. I think it'll be like a 1-0. You know what? It'll be a tie. They go to penalties, and Arsenal advances penalties.
Okay.
I think they tie, and Arsenal advances penalties.
That's poetic justice. That's poetic justice right there. Tying the second game and going to penalties. I actually think Atletico de Madrid advance, and not even in penalties. I think they advance, especially last game that they played. During the first half, Arsenal had like a lot of the possession, like majority of the possession, to be honest, but they didn't do anything with it. Like, there's even a stat where Declan Rice had, I believe, like 84 accurate passes, and he only had one forward pass out of those 84 passes.
The first half, they were just passing the ball around. The first half, they were just passing the ball around.
Yeah.
They weren't even attacking. They were scared to attack.
And so that's what it shows. Like, he was just passing to the side or back. Like, okay, like, you expect to win a game when that's how you're playing? Like, nah. And just the second half, Atletico Madrid was just, they were so much closer. Like, if those players, like, Griezmann missed two opportunities where it was like, normally he makes that like maybe 8 out of 10 times. And so, like, realistically, Atletico should have at least minimum left 3-1 and maybe even more. And so I just think that Atletico has more offensive capabilities.
They do.
Arsenal, though, coming back from that 3-0 win against Fulham this past weekend, they're going to be a little bit more gassed. And how you said, like, now seeing that Man City tied today,
it's kind of like a relief, you know. It's kind of like a relief. It's kind of like it's like they can breathe, right?
Yeah, it's like when you get a massage, man. That's that little tension right there that you had. You're like, oh, we could breathe a little in that competition, just a little. But the fact that you're not being suffocated, and now you could put even more energy into the game tomorrow, I think will make a difference. But I just think, for me, I think Atletico de Madrid, like, the offensive capabilities are just a little higher than Arsenal's, and the players that they have, and then just that they're more Yeah,
Lukman.
Lookman. I think Simeone is gonna go in there and being like, okay, like we're not just gonna play for a draw, go to penalties. Like I think he's gonna go in and be like, we're gonna win this. Like what was it, like 5-6 years ago when they went to Anfield against Liverpool and they just beat them nasty. Like what was it, 3-1, 4-1 at
And they are out of
Anfield?
La Liga race,
I
so
think
they're gonna
Simeone's
go
gonna
all
do
in.
that, bro.
They're out of La Liga race, so
They're gonna go
this is
all
their
in. Yeah,
last
yeah.
chance to get something.
And they rested over half their players in the weekend. Atletico Madrid did because they
Yeah.
have the luxury of that because they're not going to
Matter of
win
fact,
the
Atletico
La
Madrid,
Liga.
Bayern, and
And
PSG rested all of them. Arsenal was the only one that couldn't. They couldn't because of the title race.
yeah. Yep. Arsenal's the only one that couldn't. So like it will make a slight difference. It does. Especially towards the end of the season. You've been playing for 8-9 months straight. Like those days of playing, it gets your legs. Like you feel it. And the fact like you get an extra few days of rest, world of a difference. So I got Atletico Madrid. I will say 2-1, potentially 3-1. Like legitimately, like 2-1, 3-1. Like Arsenal is very defensive, but if Atletico Madrid scores first, Arsenal is going to be forced to attack. It's going to leave them more open. I think Atletico will take advantage of that. I legitimately got them 2-1 at
any
minimum.
red cards
2-1
this
at
game?
minimum.
Any red cards? No red
No,
cards.
nah. I think both teams are very. I mean, both of them are. They play that type of defensive style where like they're very careful. Like they foul, but like they're not stupid fouls. Like they're not those nasty fouls. I don't see a red card in this game.
I feel like at both teams, I feel like Atletico Madrid is the more likely to get a red card.
Oh, for sure.
Like
for sure.
Llorente.
It'd probably be
Llorente
Koke with the
Koke.
2 yellows. Yeah. But it would be like 2 yellows. It'd be 2 yellows.
2 yellows. All right. Well, yeah. All right. And either or, would you agree the winner of this one is second place of the Champions League?
Yes. I will say this though. I think whoever does win, I got Atletico, you got Arsenal, perfectly fine. I think whoever wins is more likely to get second place, but in a one-leg game, either one of these teams does have a great chance of winning a one leg off. Like a one game.
One game. Yeah, because that's those that
Like,
do not know.
if
the Champions League final is just a one game, one match in a neutral stadium in Budapest.
I think Budapest in Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary. Sheesh. All right. Well, that's pretty good. You have Atletico, I have Arsenal. Like, I have Arsenal by a win of PKs.
And that's what I'm saying too. Okay, you got Arsenal and PKs. I got Atletico Madrid 2-1 minimum. I say minimum. I really do think I think Atletico Madrid is gonna win
2-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal won, but like I'm heavy, like at least 65% Atletico Madrid is gonna win. And I know the favorites are Arsenal.
That's a pretty offensive game right there. 3 goals.
Yeah, no, I think they will do it. I think they'll do it. So let's move on and let's talk about the actual game of the week, or one of the game the game of the season right at this point.
Game of the decade.
Yeah, game of the decade, bro. PSG versus Bayern Munich, and it's at Munich. So we're gonna see a game.
Yeah, I expect just like last weekend, action-packed, full-on cinema. Those that watch, you're going to be witnessing history in the making.
Absolute cinema.
It's going to be another high-scoring game because both teams they only know how to attack. I've never seen them. I've never seen them be in a defensive position, but they only know their only game is to attack. Both teams.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen them be defensive-minded? None. You don't.
You don't.
As soon as they score a goal, they're gonna go for another one. They're too.
Yeah, their mentality isn't like, oh, we're 1 up. Oh, let's try to defend this goal advantage. No. They're like,
side.
How many more can we score? How many more can we score?
And we've seen both sides come up from losing games to and having that comeback. So
and still
win. Both teams we've seen it this season. And so they just don't give up. It's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a cock fight. It's gonna be one in the archives. This game.
I mean, for the ones that don't know, I mean, last week the game ended PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4. So it was just that's a shootout. That's especially for a soccer game. Like
That's a
that's what you
baseball
hear from
outcome
soccer
right there.
games, football. Yeah,
It's a baseball outcome.
that's a baseball outcome. Literally 5-4. Like you never hear about those type of games being like that. Especially with soccer. But they just hammered. It was like a boxing match, just two juggernauts going haymaker versus haymaker versus
Yeah.
haymaker. They weren't slowing down. They didn't
This
care.
is
They're
prime
like,
Pacquiao
even
against
when
prime Mayweather.
yeah, even when PSG at a certain point was winning 5-2, and they still kept attacking. And then there was 2 goals that Bayern scored, especially that Luis Diaz scored that fourth goal. It's probably one of the goals of the season. It was just so saucy the way he touched that ball, like the first touch, and then just fake shot, and then just made that goal in.
Yeah.
Lucha, oh my God, Luis Diaz
Luis
just
Diaz,
saucy.
the
5-4.
battle, and this gonna define potentially Ballon d'Or. Whoever wins, we have Olisa on one side, Dembele on the other, maybe potential Ballon d'Or. Harry Kane. I can't forget Harry Kane. It's just prime. It's just the attacking players are just top ranked going against each other.
Top.
Luis
top.
Diaz on
Yep.
the left, comparing him with Kvaratskhelia.
And then, yeah, Kevara Madonna. And then you got Vitinha
Vitinha.
in the midfield, who's cooking everything for
I think
PSG.
Alfonso Davis didn't make a difference. He did start. We were kind of scared. We were
He did.
guessing if he was going to start or not last time, but he did start.
Yeah.
And it was, him going against Hakimi, another 1v1 right there.
Well, he was going against Hakimi and Doué. And Doué was struggling against him.
He was a bit.
For
didn't really see much.
30, 40 minutes. But then the second half, Doué was cooking up. But I think that's when Davies got subbed off too. That might be the reason. And then we saw
Olise going 1-1 against Nuno Mendes. You know what I mean? Top ranked players in their position, respectively.
Nuno Mendes, top left back in the world. And Olise made him look like a cone, bro. Like a cone. Which is crazy. Like, Nuno is insane, bro. Like, you watch him play, if you watch footy,
physical, he's fast,
like that player's a player. He's amazing.
He's like a five-star recruit right there. He's physical, he's fast, and can score.
Attack,
as a
defend.
One more can you ask?
Yeah, and he can actually defend, which is crazy. Like now, modern football, fullbacks go and attack.
The wingbacks.
But majority of them can't defend. They cannot
Trent
defend.
Alexander.
Yeah. But Nuno, he can defend. And he was getting cooked by Olise, bro. It was just a crazy. So, like, 5-4. And this is what I'm talking about. For this matchup, it's difficult to say. I think it ends in 3-3. I think it ends in a draw.
A draw? 3-3?
I think it ends in a draw. Yeah. So, PSG advance. I mean, they have that slight advantage of being 1 goal up.
As a football fan,
and I think it's still going to be a shootout.
What I want Bayern to tie it, go to overtime, and take it to penalties.
So you'd want like a 3-4 or 4-5.
Yeah, I basically want. Ideally in a perfect world, I want to see 5-4 Bayern. Have them go to overtime and take it to BKs and just let the best one win, because they both deserve to be at the finals. They both deserve. Oh, yeah, no one's better than the other.
It should have been the final.
No one's better than the other.
Should have been the final.
Good, respectively. I as a fan, I just want to stand back and relax and enjoy the show. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And we got it last time. We got the first game.
We got it 5-4.
What a.
Legitimately, one of the best games I think I've ever seen. Like, legitimately, probably top 5, maybe top 3. Like, in the last decade at least. Even more, like, even longer. Like, at least in the last, 20 years. Like, this game was up there, man. Like, top 3. It was just back and forth. And, they scored 5-4. And both teams could have still scored even more.
And they also missed.
Which is the craziest part.
Missed open chances.
Yeah.
Clear chances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was 5-4, and it could have been even crazier.
And so this is, I mean, every generation, every decade, you have those teams, those super packed teams, juggernaut teams. And this
Well, Barcelona Madrid had it for like
Barcelona
15
Madrid,
years.
yep. And so those, you know, when you look back, you remember those matches with Cristiano, Bale, Benzema, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. This decade,
Messi.
you have Bayern and PSG.
Yeah, you have Bayern PSG now.
So if you can, I highly recommend watching this live. Even if you just tune into audio, just put on earphones
absolutely,
if you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, even if you can't watch the game, at least listen to it, and then afterwards, just watch the damn highlights. Watch the highlights from last week, honestly, because last week's highlights, oh my god, wet,
filthy, just raw dog material right there.
I will say, as a neutral, I do not want it to go to penalties.
You prefer PSG to win?
Because at that, PK's is luck. PK's has always been luck. PK's is just, okay, like, your keeper might be on his shit that day. Your keeper might not be on his shit that day. Or the kickers that are kicking might get nervous, might not get nervous. It's luck. It honestly has always been luck.
It's luck and emotion.
I hate every single game. Yeah, every game that's decided on penalties, scratch that. So, like, for this game, honestly, I don't care. If PSG win, like, 5-2, hell yeah. I'm not going to be mad. Like, PSG isn't my team, but I think they are going to win, and, like, I have a soft spot for them. But I'd rather it be a shootout. Whoever wins. I don't want any of that. Goes to extra time, goes to penalties. Nah. I want to see a winner. I want to see a winner from a bang out.
I want to go to PKs. Just like I said before, either one deserves to go. You know what I mean? They deserve to go.
I agree.
If they can take it to PKs, then whoever fails to score does not deserve to go, bro. If you cannot, if you cannot
luck.
score from a PK, or if the goalie can block a shot, then you have the right to go.
Well, you got New Year versus Safonov. I don't even know what country Safonov is from. Russia.
Oh, yeah,
he's from Russia. Yeah. So okay. So no penalties. No. I mean, PSG do have great penalty takers. I'll give them that.
They both got.
But
they both got.
To have a game be relied on penalties, that's no one wants that. The players don't want that. These specific players from both sides of the team, from both sides, do not want that, bro. They 100% do not want that. Or even Luis Diaz, they don't want this shit to be decided by penalties. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, no.
I do hope for Bayern the Instagram. I prefer Bayern advance to PSG. Just because
did you see
Vincent Company?
Okay, put your bias in. Did you see Kvaratskhelia Instagram post after the game?
No. What?
It's a picture of, like, when Kvaratskhelia was like 10, 12 years old, and it's like him looking at Cristiano Ronaldo winning the Champions League.
Oh, damn!
And so he posted that after the game because he got a brace last week.
He's good, man. He's
good, gassed.
Man. It's because we've been gassing him up since Napoli, bro. We've been gassing him up.
But we've known about
him, and we've always said, like, dude, why isn't no top club getting him? He had to go to PSG in a January transfer window, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then even then, he wasn't even starting for the club for the longest time ever. And I was even surprised. I'm like, yo, like, this guy cooks. Like,
and remember that year?
It doesn't matter his nationality.
PSG won the Champions, but remember that the first half of the Champions League, PSG were terrible. They were like 24th, 23rd. They sucked ass. And then after January transfer, Kvaratskhelia joined. They got better. They clicked.
They got way better.
They ended up winning Champions League. But remember, they used to suck. I think they got into playing on 22, 23, 24 spot.
It was legitimately like 22 to 24, somewhere between that. Like they were last place. They were one of the last places. So they barely got into it, and then they won the entire league.
So something clicked,
And I remember, bro, clubs like Liverpool and then were complaining. They were like, "Oh, like why is a club like PSG? Why do we have to face them in playoffs?" Like you face whoever's in front of you in any sport, in any playoff game. You face the team that's in front of you.
Yep. Any top club was.
And right now you got PSG versus Bayern. You got PSG versus Bayern. I think it's gonna be 3-3. That's what I believe. And if not, it's gonna be 3-2. But damn, last game, I thought it was gonna be like
It's
2-1, and it ended up being 5-4.
basically whoever can take advantage of their opportunities the most will win because they both can.
Wins it.
They both have the ability. They both can. So
Yeah, they both have the firepower.
Both
teams have that firepower.
João Neves, the shortest motherfucker out there. He scored off a header on Nor.
He scored off.
So
he
anything
scored
can happen, header, bro. If he can score on a header on Nor off a corner kick, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
He's one of the shortest player on the entire field, and he scored a corner. Yeah,
with those Bayern Munich defenders, bro.
Whatever the case may be, like I think PSG is gonna win. You think Bayern's gonna win? I think regardless, it's gonna be one hell of a match. You should tune in if you can, and if not, at least listen to it. And if you can't even do that, at least watch the highlights after the game.
Extended highlights. Extended highlights.
Yeah, it has to be extended highlights. This game does not end 0-0. Like on anything, I'll put my life on that one. It's not going to end 0-0. There's going to be goals.
I'm going to bet more than 4 goals scored. You know, more than 4 goals scored.
Yep. More than 4 for sure.
I want to actually want. Well, we'll talk about that later. I'm curious to see what the odds are for more goals, for plus 4 goals.
Well, I mean, considering last game when it ended 5-4, yeah, I mean, the odds might not be good on your favor.
I mean, 9 goals. I think more than 5 goals.
So 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Or I guess more than 4 goals. I guess more than 4 goals is 5 goals, right? A 3-2 is more than 4 goals.
Oh, yeah. If you put more than 4 goals, you have to score at least 5 goals. Yeah. So I would put that more than 4 goals. Yeah, because I think it's gonna be 3-3. That's what I think. 3-3.
Either way, it's gonna be a high-scoring game. Expect action-packed.
You ready? You ready for the next topic? A topic that you're not gonna like. All right.
I'm waiting.
Let's talk about the next topic. Let's talk about the Premier League title race and how Manchester City might have just bottled their opportunity of winning the league.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would say bottled for sure. Yeah, bottled. I would say bottled. Yep.
I want to say bottled, but
no, bottled. Okay. Hold on. Let me finish. And then you could give your insight afterwards. Manchester City tied today 3-3 against Everton, and if Man City would have won every single game, they just tied today, but if they would have won every single game, odds were probably 90% chance that they were going to win the league. But the fact that they tied today puts them in a troublesome situation where it doesn't look good for them. Doesn't look good at all anymore. Because now Arsenal just has the opportunity to win. If they just win their last 3 games, they legitimately win.
A clear path for Arsenal to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, James, talk about the feelings of today's match and how it looks in the future. Like, do you think they win? Do you think they don't win?
What the hell was Mark Gay doing? He gave away that pass, that goal. That was a game changing.
Oh, no! I disagree. That was offsides.
What you think of offsides?
That goal,
he was offsides.
That 100%, he was.
But because
offsides.
He passed it back, and that made him on.
Apparently, the VAR officials, that's what they said. They're like, "Oh no, since Gahey got the ball and passed it back to the goalkeeper, that was a different phase of attack." But it's like, no, because the other player, who's the one that scored? for Everton on that one? Okay, so point being, the Everton player was chasing the ball. So the Everton player passed the ball to the forward. I can't remember his name. Can you look at the game while I'm trying to talk about this? But he passed the ball.
See,
He was off sides. He was off sides. The Everton player was still chasing the ball. Then Gahey passed the ball back to the keeper. But then the Everton player got it and just finessed it.
that's what I'm saying. At the moment Gabe touched and passed it back, that made him offside.
No. But the okay, you're dog shit at looking up players. Let me look it up real quick.
But that's still.
I gave you plenty of time to look at this.
Barry,
and I'm probably gonna find
Barry
it.
or Brian.
Right. It tells you, brother. It tells you on the fixture.
Yeah, Barry or Brian.
Barry or Brian?
Barry or O'Brien. What are you talking about?
Oh, O'Brien was the one that scored it? Yeah, Jake O'Brien. Oh, no, wait. No, it was the first goal. It was Barry. Barry's the one that scored it. So okay, we got sidetracked for a bit just because you couldn't find it.
You're talking about it.
It was offsides. So the way the game works is if a player is still trying to play the ball that was passed to him and he was in an offsides position, he's offsides at that moment. And he was offsides.
Okay, he was offsides.
And then no, not Gahey. Barry was offsides.
Yeah.
Then Gahey gets the ball and he kicks it back to his keeper. And then when he does that, it's a different phase. It's a different phase in football where it's like, okay, the previous play didn't matter, but the fact is, if Barry wasn't chasing the ball, then it wouldn't have been offside. But he was chasing the ball. So say Gahey was slow and didn't get to the ball, and Barry got to the ball, it would have been offsides. So why should Gahey be punished that he was faster than Barry? Because Barry was chasing the ball. Gahey went for it. Gahey got the ball first and then passed it to the keeper, and that's how he scored. I think it's offsides. I genuinely think offsides. I'm a Manchester United fan. I will never be like, oh yeah, Man City, yeah, fuck yeah, like they yeah, you know, like I'm gonna defend them till no. I see the game how I see the game. That was offsides. For me, 100% offsides.
I'm a City fan.
I don't understand how that wasn't offsides.
I think that's onside.
How? So I'm confused. Explain to me in your terms how you think that was onside.
You just explained it. The Everton player, he made a through ball, right? It was intended to be a through ball, and Barry was already offsides, right? He was offsides. If Mark Gahey did not touch it, if he left it, it would have been offsides if he would have anticipated the ball. But because Mark Gahey,
but that's the thing. He was still playing.
But because Mark Gahey,
he was playing for the ball.
But you could, I know, but everything changes the moment Mark Gahey touches the ball.
No. So if you're playing for the ball and you're still trying to make a challenge, and like it happens all the time. It happens every single damn game. Like
okay, I see what you mean.
Just because you go for the ball,
let's say Mark Gahey didn't pass it back. He stopped it, and then he tried to take it away. It would have been offsides, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Okay.
And it happens every single game. It happens every single game where you pass it to a player, and if he continues to make a run for it, like no. So like, there's been hella plays, like you know this. I mean, we've been watching soccer since like we were 5. There's been hella plays where like a ball is offsides, but that player doesn't go for it. Instead, they go and like run in the striker position. You know, like they go to the center, and whoever was in the right wing keeps running.
It was still a poor pass from Mark Gahey. And that was still such a poor pass from Mark Gahey.
Okay, yeah, but like
he even knows he messed up.
Say
like,
okay, but just think about it. Say he was slow. Say he was Maguire, because Maguire is slow. Maguire is a great player, but Maguire is slow. So say Maguire is trying to get that ball. He's never going to reach that ball. That Everton player is going to get that ball before Maguire reaches it. It would have been offsides. But because Gahey is faster, Everton got awarded for it.
It was unlucky. It was unlucky.
It wasn't unlucky.
It was just
just looking at the game and looking at the way it works. That was offsides. That's 100% offsides.
I see. I do see.
By
I see what you're trying to say.
By the laws of the game, that's offsides because he was playing for it. He was still playing for it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he got there first. He was playing for it while he was offsides.
Besides that goal, the other two goals, they were good goals from Everton.
Oh yeah. A corner, and then the other goal was fire. But I mean,
but
you know how much momentum and everything makes a difference.
3-1, minute 80.
81.
I can't believe Man City actually tied.
Oh, I was watching.
I
was watching.
We've known City have been playing like this all season. They haven't been consistent. We're talking about their inconsistency all season. And this reflects that. This game reflects them. And
they haven't been themselves.
We also question Guardiola's decisions in his, like, what's Kovacic doing playing. When was the last time he played a Premier League game and he starts his game against Everton, which is not a bad team. Everton's not a bad team. It's a competitive team, and they demonstrated today. But Kovacic, I mean, didn't he assist Haaland in the Haaland's goal?
The second one?
I think it was him to assist, but besides that.
Oh yeah, it was. It actually was.
Besides that, it was.
He didn't play a good game.
If it was not for that assist, if it wasn't for that assist, it's just questioning Guardiola's decisions.
Well, we've spoken about it offline as well. It's like Kovacic. I have even told you. I was like, I didn't even know he was still playing for Manchester City.
He's on the reserves.
Like, yeah, he's not a great player. And yeah, he got that assist, which great. But like I even told you because I watched the game, there were so many opportunities even before Everton scored where Kovacic was playing, and he just made so many bad passes. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot right now," when he should have passed. Or he's like,
he did just
it was just so bad. It was just awful, man. I mean, both of us watch footy. We've been watching it for fucking ever. First of all, like we know when players aren't that good anymore. Like you don't belong in that team. You don't belong in a team with that caliber. And like I'm not gonna be like Man City's a shit team. Like I can't say that because you guys are a good team. When you guys have players that shouldn't be playing there, I'll say it. I would even say he didn't put Foden in like till super late, 74th minute. He should have put him in at halftime.
Yeah.
Like Foden's been neglected by Guardiola. Like Foden, he is one of the best English like cams. Like for sure. It would be him and Bellingham, like legitimately. And like, who else do you have afterwards? But you don't even start the player. He had good moments during the second half once he started in. He got subbed in the 74th minute. He had moments of brilliance, but it's like, okay, like, what's he gonna do when you don't play him any single game? And like, I don't know if it's like a, manager player beef,
And he went in for Silva. He went in for Silva.
No, he went for Semenyo. Yeah.
Well, I gotta praise Doku. This game, it was Doku and company.
He got the brace. He got a brace.
Yeah, he got a brace.
And the game winner at that, or not game winner. I mean, tied it.
People were leaving the stadium.
Yeah. Oh,
they decided to come back
as soon as Haaland scored.
They're like, "Oh wait, maybe something will happen."
Literally, because when Everton scored was the 81st minute, and you know how you're gonna celebrate, do everything, etc. all the Man City fans were legitimately leaving the stadium, and like I was watching the game, so like the cameraman was showing all the Manchester City fans leaving, and like while they were showing them leaving, all you hear is they have a through ball to Holland, and it switches to the Holland view, and then Holland scores. And then Holland scores, and then they switch the camera. I mean, they play for a bit for Holland to do the celebration, and then they switch the camera back to the stadium, and all of them were coming back. Like they were literally telling each other, like, "Come back, come back."
But those through balls is what's missing. That's what makes Holland great. It's
Oh yeah,
what's made him
you guys
great,
don't
and
do
they
that.
stopped doing that. You know what I mean? They stopped doing that.
You guys with that coach?
I mean, don't the Ederson. You know how many
Nah.
assists Ederson had by just bombing it to Holland? You remember?
I don't.
There's a
Actually,
lot
I
of
don't. I
Ederson
don't.
where he just skies it to Holland, and he just gets in and scores. It's just those through balls. That's what's missing.
Yeah, and like I even told you about this game, bro. It's like they're passing. They're literally in the penalty box, and they're just passing. Not a single one of your players
That's
shot
frustrating. That's frustrating
ball.
football. That's not football right there.
Not a single
Just take a
fucking
shot.
player
Take
shot
a
it.
shot. Just
shoot
shoot
it.
it, bro.
Shoot
just
it.
Take a shot, bro.
Take
Just
a shot for me. Take a shot for me.
They don't shoot, man. Shooters
Well,
don't shoot.
all right. What do you think your odds are of winning this?
Winning
Because
league
we
odds.
spoke about this damn game for way too
I'll
long, to be
say
honest.
it's a 40% City, 60% Arsenal.
You got 40-60?
I will highlight though this upcoming match this Saturday, West Ham. West Ham have the opportunity to relegate Spurs and destroy Arsenal's title game.
Make Arsenal not win
in the same game.
Yep. But it goes both ways. If they lose, the odds of them getting relegated are like 90% at that point.
So West Ham is their do or die.
Do or die.
Hey, do or die.
Do or die. It's do or die, bro. It's do or die.
And so against Arsenal coming off a Champions League match.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the difference maker. The difference maker is like, say they lose, their mentality is gonna be as high, but they're gonna be like, okay, now we got to put it all in the Prem.
Yeah.
Or if they win, they're gonna be like, okay, like we won the Prem. It doesn't matter. West Ham is the X factor.
And the thing with Premier League,
yeah,
even we've seen Wolves get a tie off of Arsenal this season. If Wolves could do it, West Ham can do it. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I think it's 40%. 40% City, Arsenal 60, maybe 45, 55. But definitely more Arsenal. City, this is a blow, but it's not over yet. You know what I mean? Just because anything can happen in the Prem.
I have it 70-30 on 70-30? Arsenal. Yeah, just because they only have 3 games left. They're playing West Ham, bottom 3. Burnley, bottom 3. Crystal Palace, I think they're bottom 5, bottom 6. Like, the odds are looking very, very good for Arsenal.
I see. Right, I mean, still 60-40 is still pretty high.
The difference maker is going to be that West Ham game this weekend. I think that's the biggest one. The biggest one for them to lose points, because West Ham is in that situation where if they win, they might just not get relegated. So they're gonna play. They're gonna play their hearts out. They're gonna play like. And
honestly, they're not.
This is it. This is literally it.
It's not bad. They have
it's not bad.
On January they got.
They're in 7th. They're in 18th place for a reason.
Yeah, they're fighting relegation, and I called it too in the beginning in preseason. I said Wolves and West Ham will get relegated. You remember when I said that?
They're in 18th place for a reason. I remember. They're in 18th place for a reason.
I hope Tati Castellanos score. I've seen him play in New York City before he made the jump to Europe. He won the MLS with New York City. He was actually the Golden Boot winner of the league. Tati Castellanos, Argentine. So his come up was crazy coming from the MLS side. And so West Ham got him in January transfer window, and he He's not bad. He's not bad. But we'll see what happens. I mean, West Ham are going all in.
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
go all in. The chance to
Well, we'll talk about that game this upcoming weekend. Oh, well, afterwards, because I want to talk about like after both games. Like the status of the Arsenal game and the Man City game. So we can discuss what the title race looks like at that point, because it might just be like, oh, it's wide open, or technically it might just almost be over. Okay,
yeah.
but we'll probably, if Jay is not busy tomorrow, we'll release another episode with the reactions for the Arsenal versus Atletico de Madrid game. And if he is busy, then we'll just do an episode on Wednesday. And it'll be our reactions to
both
games in the Champions League.
So we recommend you guys watch the Champions League fixtures. Mostly the Bayern PSG game. Highly recommend. That's basically 100%. Like the Marvel Avengers, and Arsenal Atletico is like that's like the equivalent of watching a commercial. That's wild. That's wild. Well, yeah. I thank you guys for tuning in. Any last words, Ray?
No.
Follow our accounts on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We are active out there. Thank you guys for our continued supporting us, and we'll see you guys this week.
Yep. Press the button, Jay.